Welcome to Hamster NBC. I'm Pears the Hamster. This is Kids Ask Why, the show where curious kids ask big questions, and the answers surprise not only kids, but parents too. Today's question is a special one, so listen closely and stay curious. And before we begin, remember to watch till the very end, because a long-awaited bedtime story is waiting for you. A calm story, a cozy story, made especially for a quiet, peaceful night. Why things look bigger in the dark. One evening, little hamster Pears was in his room. It was time to sleep. The light was off. The room was dark and quiet. Pears looked at the chair near the door. In the daytime, the chair was small and normal, but now it looked big and a little scary. Pears pulled the blanket closer. Why does the chair look so big? He thought. He saw a shadow on the wall. It moved a little. Oh no! What is that? He whispered. Just then, his friend, Mark the Corgi, came into the room. Why are you awake? Mark asked. The chair looks bigger in the dark, said Pears, and the shadow looks scary. Mark smiled. Let's turn on a small lamp, he said. They turned on the lamp. The chair was small again. The shadow was only a coat on the wall. Pears looked surprised. But why did it look bigger? He asked. Mark explained. In the dark, we cannot see clearly. Our eyes try to understand shapes. Our brain tries to help us. But sometimes the brain makes a mistake. When we do not see well, Mark said, our imagination works more. We think something is big or scary, but it is only normal things. Pears looked around the room again. The bed was the same. The chair was the same. The coat was the same. Nothing changed. Only the light changed. Pears smiled. So the dark does not make things bigger? He asked. No, said Mark. The dark only makes it harder to see. Pears felt calm now. He turned off the lamp again. The room was dark. The chair looked big again. But this time Pears laughed. I know your secret, he said. He closed his eyes and felt safe. The dark was not scary. It was just night, and soon Pears was asleep, dreaming sweet dreams under the quiet stars. And now the day is slowly drawing to a close. The noise grows quieter. Thoughts slow down, and it's time for storytelling. But before we begin, let's do one small but important thing. If you enjoy learning new things, if you enjoy listening to stories before bed, and if you want to come back again, subscribe to the Hamster NBC channel and like this video. This way, you'll help us create even more kind stories and clear explanations for children all over the world. Now, get comfortable. History is waiting for you. There were 5 peas in a pod. They were green. The pod was green, and so they thought the whole world was green. That was just how it should be. The pod grew, and so did the peas. They adjusted to the space and sat in a row. The sun shone and warmed the pod. The rain poured on it, and it grew cleaner and clearer. The peas felt comfortable and cozy, light during the day and dark at night. They grew, and increasingly, sitting in the pod, they thought it was time to do something. Are we supposed to sit here forever? How could we keep from withering away from sitting like this? It seems to us there's something beyond our pod. We have a presentiment. Several weeks passed. The peas turned yellow, and the pod turned yellow too. The whole world is turning yellow, they said. And who could stop them from saying so? Suddenly, they felt a strong jolt. A human hand plucked the pod and stuffed it into a pocket. Well, now they'll soon set us free, sighed the peas. And they waited. I wonder which of us will go the farthest, said the smallest. Well, we'll see soon enough. Komeo mai, said the largest. Crack! The pod burst, and all 5 peas rolled out into the bright sun. They lay in a child's palm. A little boy examined them and said they would be just right for his elderberry blowpipe. And then 1 pea was already in the blowpipe. The boy blew, and it flew out. I'm flying, wherever I want. Catch it, whoever can," she screamed, and vanished. "And I'll fly straight into the sun. What a perfect pod!" "Just right for me," said another. She, too, vanished, "And wherever we go, we'll sleep," said the next two. "But we'll still end up somewhere." They did indeed roll across the floor before hitting the elderberry pipe, but they did. "We'll go the furthest Come," said the last one, flying upward, landing on the old wooden roof and rolling into a crack. Just under the attic window, the crack was filled with moss and loose earth, and the moss covered the pea. There it remained, hidden, but not forgotten by God. "Come what may," she said, and in the attic lived a poor woman. She worked day jobs, cleaning stoves, sawing wood in short. She took on whatever came her way. She had plenty of strength and a keen appetite for work, but she never escaped poverty. She had only one daughter left at home, a teenager. She was so thin and frail. She had been in bed for a whole year, neither living nor dying. "She'll go to her sister," her mother said. "I had to. It was hard for me to feed both. Well, the Lord has shared the burden with me, taking one of them with himself. I would have liked to keep the other one, but he apparently doesn't want to separate sisters. He'll take this one too." But the sick girl still didn't die. She lay patiently and peacefully in bed all day long, while her mother was at work. It was spring, early in the morning, just before her mother left for work. The sun shone through the small window, shining directly onto the floor. The sick girl couldn't take her eyes off it for a long time. "What's that green thing outside? It's just swaying in the wind." The mother went to the window and opened it slightly. "Look at that," she said. "It's a pea sprouting. How did it get through the crack here?" "Well, now you'll have your own little garden." Mommy moved the crib closer to the window so the girl could admire the green sprout, and then went off to work. "Mom, I think I'll get better," the girl said that evening. "The sun has warmed me so much today. Pea. See how beautifully it's growing in the sun. I'll get better too. I'll start getting up and going out into the sun. God willing," said the mother, but she didn't believe it would come true. However, she propped up the green shoot that had encouraged the girl with a small stick to prevent it from breaking in the wind. Then she took a thin string and attached one end to the roof and the other to the top of the window frame. The pea shoots would cling to this string as they grew, and so it happened. The shoots grew noticeably and crawled up the string. "Look, it'll soon bloom," the woman said one morning, and from that moment on, she too began to hope and believe that her sick daughter would recover. She remembered how the girl had recently seemed to speak more vividly, and in the mornings she would sit up in bed and admire her little garden where a single pea grew, and how her eyes sparkled. A week later, the sick woman got out of bed, for the first time for a whole hour. How happy she was to sit in the sun. The window was open, and outside, a blooming pink and white flower swayed. The girl leaned out and tenderly kissed the delicate petals. This day was a true celebration for her. "The Lord himself planted and nurtured this flower to encourage and delight you, my dear child." "And me too," said the happy mother, smiling at the flower as if it were an angel from heaven. "And what about the other peas?" "One flew wherever it wanted, then fell into a gutter. From there, it landed in a pigeon's crop, resting like Jonah in the whale's belly. 2 other peas met a similar fate. Swallowed by pigeons, they, too, had been of no small use. The 4th, aiming for the sun, fell into a ditch. It lay 4 weeks in stale water. "How gloriously fat I've grown," said the pea. "I'll burst soon. No pea has achieved more. I'm the most remarkable of the 5. The ditch, in its own way, agreed entirely. Meanwhile, by a window overlooking the roof, stood a girl with shining eyes, rosy-cheeked and healthy. She folded her hands, thanking God for the beautiful pea flower. "But I still stand by my pea," said the ditch, its murky waters stirring softly.